Hello comrades and welcome to Men of War Assault Squad 2, the New Order mod show off. This is going to be a bit of a video, but it's going to be so much to see. So let's get right into it. This here is the Cultist faction. It's like, I'm assuming some weird level of like just Undead Marines and SS. And people who just took it a step further. Like something probably even Himmler had been like, maybe it is led by Himmler, I don't know. A really cool looking faction though. Great looking units, I love how they have the head popping out. In case you're wondering, yes, melee does work. And these animations, they're random. These are, I didn't script these. So, it's pretty cool. It's nice to be able to look up close at these units without all the craziness going on. Let's see what this weapon does. Oh, just kind of a machine gun type thing. This thing. Very cool. So that there's the Cultists. And moving on now, we have the, if I'm remembering correctly, the Gra. And because of their voice lines, I'm assuming they're all British or a mix of British and Commonwealth survivors. Same with the weapons, the Lewis gun here. Some Japanese, I think this is a Japanese weapon, if I want to remember that correctly. I'm going to assume it is. Yep, there it is, Japanese voice too. It's really weird, these weapons look so massive and yet, like, I don't know what I expect from this one, but just a slow firing machine gun. Kinda weird. Yeah. Alright. Here we got some militia. Kind of mix of homemade and World War II weaponry. Very nice. Nothing too unique or special. Got some MPs. And we have, it's called the Raiders. These guys are a little more kitted out. Again, a very interesting style of weapons. I think that's the AK with like some kind of scope from the 60s or Fallout. I streamed this with a few people, and they mentioned and pointed out a mix of stuff which I wouldn't recognize. For me, I assume most of this was just Wolfenstein, aside from some obvious stuff you're about to see in a minute. A scientist right there, which is these guys right here, shore troopers. Not sure why they're in the mod or what their purpose will be, but I love them and I think that it'll be a fun addition to see what they do with it. Yeah. And we got some, I think these are the Spec Ops Africa. So I guess these guys are still fighting. It's just kinda Anchor. I thought it'd be like something with a German Africa Corps, some tree or some shit, I don't know. Well, that's it for the GRA. We're going to move on to the largest faction now, the GRSDR. I almost forgot the R there. We got these guys. I think these guys are special characters for a certain mission, because they had their own tab called Digital, so I'm sure there's something behind there. Very nice looking. We got the heavy troops. Crazy looking weaponry. Got the flamers and flag bearers. Very nice. These boys, which I don't know what they are exactly, but again, Wolfenstein or whatever universe they're taken from, if you recognize it, go ahead and just let me know. Got the hazmat troops here. Very nice. A very extensive number of troops to choose from. I wonder what kind of mission we'll see them in, if we do. A little loading robot. Yeah, Space Marines. Very nice. More Space Marines. I also like the weapons too. Kind of something that would almost be like plausible to have been built. And not something ridiculous like these flamethrowers. Yeah. Very cool though. I'm enjoying it. Here we got what's called the Neo. And I guess these are just new troopers. There's nothing too specific about them, nothing that I know of, at least. It's interesting. It looks like the PPSH. That's what they have right there, but very cool. The all red is nice. A little differential from the field gray, but yeah. Here we got the Navy, I want to say, or police. These are very weird helmets, by the way. I always thought they were supposed to be like goggles or something, but I noticed there's no lens and it's like a tube. Is it supposed to be a protective plate of some kind? It's weird. Still, nice. Here we have the police. The standard police soldier. We got the special kitted out riot gear. See the protective like drop down face shield. And of course we got the actual riot shield, which I don't know who would want to be protesting or fighting the Reich to begin with, but very nice. With the Spec Ops police, it's all women, you know, because diversity, change, and support of women's inclusion, you know, involvement, I guess, kind of, maybe. See, Nazis can be liberal. We've got the anti-tank, or rocket troops, that's what they are, yep. And this Panzerschreck obviously has been modified to actually be useful. It doesn't have any sounds for shooting, which is weird, but I'm sure that's an error on my part. Got some scientists here. A little bit of a glitchy mask, but still very cool, very nice. And we got the Africa Corps. And I like their new logo on this one, like their modern or future logo. I also like the camo pattern too for the uniform. It's very cool. And I like how somehow even in this kind of era in the universe there's still a need for them. Some crazy shit going on Earth. More, I think these are also the Africa Corps. Or special troops of some kind. Here we got the Navy. Their weird helmet, but I also like the blue and black. It's a pretty good combination. Some NCOs. Prison guards. Again, I don't know who would want to be fighting these guys in a prison riot or even try and escape. I just wouldn't, but there's someone out there. Very nice. Don't remember what these boys are, but yeah. Looking pretty baller. We got the HV troops. I don't know what HV stands for, by the way, but again, if you know anything about Wolfenstein or whatever lore these guys come from, let me know. Got the shock troops. They're shockingly weird looking, but that's just me. These guys, shotgunners, I think is what it was. Yeah, these are all different types of shotgun, which makes me wonder, what is this like? Nothing too crazy, I guess. That's fine. Tankers or engineers. I think these are tankers or vehicle support of some kind. Got the robots, and again, these animations, they're just random. I'm not scripting this. It's very interesting, but again, very cool. Really intimidating looking bots, though. Here we got the Uber Soldaten early. They're massive. Oh, pardon me. Retardedly massive guns. Here we got the late era version. Seems like they tried to make a slimmer profile, but just as intimidating. Maybe a little more practical too. Got the light variant. Don't know what that is. Or remember what the tab is called, but yeah. And then vehicle and tanker crew. Very basic. And it is again the largest faction that you will see. And here we have the Undead. And initially I removed these guys from the lineup because they drop down these pentagrams, they spawn in a bunch of geists, they're covered in flames, but I reloaded the map, so I guess I disabled it or removed it for whatever reason. Very nice though. Like the little pentagram there. Got this thing, which is I think from Oblivion. If I'm remembering that correctly. Let's see, why is this being weird? maybe it's paused? No. Weird. Okay, well, moving on. Some just classic skeletons. Yeah, these guys, we remember them. That's more just undead troops. Alright, moving on. We have the SS lads. So these guys obviously are SS, and they're separate from the very crazy. Love it though. Engineers, I think, and guards. This thing, whatever the hell it is. Standard SS troopers. Very nice. Going with that all black aesthetic. Crazy level of weaponry. Some scientists here, because SS scientists are not just there to research, they're there to kick some anus for whatever it is they encounter, raising the dead and shit. Some standard troopers, some NCOs. Non-specified, I can't remember what these guys are, but for some reason they gave the aliens legs and trained them to use weapons. I'm sure there's going to be an interesting story behind that. And we got the tank crew, and of course the space wizard, which I don't know what his purpose is, but I'm sure again we're going to find out, so that'll be a lot of fun. Here we have the United States. These guys. We got the Aztecs. Very cool. We have the, I think it's called the Kiska. So Canadians of some kind. Very cool, very nice. Some Spec Ops boys. We got the militia here. Rocket trooper. Scientists. Take a little closer look at the rocket. A weird looking rocket. I think these are just the normal troopers. They're a space version of the M16. Lineup got screwed up somehow. This weapon. Is that like the 240? Yeah. Weird. Yeah, so moving on. These boys. No idea what they are. But I know who this is. Weirdly enough, this is Superman. Yep. We're gonna see what he does eventually, I'm sure. I will find a way to incorporate him in a video. Ooh, another yawn. God damn. Pardon me. Oof. Got the super soldier here. It essentially just looks like the olive drab version of the Uber Soldaten. We got the stars and stripes there. Weird looking gun. Got the SWAT. I don't know why you'd want to be a SWAT officer in this day and age, but I guess somehow it's still necessary. Got the tankers and weapon crew, and I like how even though they're just tankers, they still got some retardedly heavy weaponry. And a wooden variant of the M16, so I guess this would be used on Earth and not in space or the moon, wherever the hell. And of course, you can't have the United States armies without the Marine Corps. I don't know why, but these just don't really strike me as Marine Corps-ish, but then again, what is in this kind of era, so. That's the US. We got some single-player factions here, so we got the US, they're just POWs. I don't know why, but they are. We got the OSA, so again, some global alliance of Western powers, I guess, essentially. And we got some bobbies. And I don't know why, but I love the Brody helmet with the face shield. I don't know, something about it. Just like it. I feel like it's something India or Pakistan would have used in their early days of independence. And then of course we got the UK. Maybe not the UK. Don't remember exactly what they... Oh, GRA. That's what they are. Very nice though. So that is all the infantry and foot-based factions. It's quite a good amount, and I don't know if there's plans for more or not, but yeah, pretty fun. So here we have the Paranormal, we have the Geists thingies, very weird, you know, no idea what the hell this is. This fucker. Some blue electric demon thing. The melee and stuff in this is surprisingly well done. The flesh zombie thing. Someone said this was from Halo. And I haven't played Halo in a few years, so... Was it Halo? Maybe it was some other space-related game, I can't remember. Very interesting though. We just got some standard skeletons. That's it for the, for the other Paranormal is the Black Sun. Or the, not the Black Sun, but the Dark Sun? I don't know. I can't remember. But we destroyed this in that mission. It was the second mission, actually the video before this one, so yeah. Very cool to see. Now on to the fun stuff. Yeah, you see it. This foxhole tank. This is what we wanted to see, clearly. Some other vehicles, just varying grades of quality. Very nice. A weird thrown together shabby rifle of some kind. Massive scope. It's like a lunar rover module thing. An escape pod, and I want to say this is from Warhammer. That bird looks like it's something from Warhammer. Again, I'm probably not remembering that correctly, but very cool though. Star Wars E-Web turret, but modified for this mod's usage, so I'll just do a quick little show. Really slow shooting, but interesting variant. And of course the Stalwart. You guys wanted to see these, I'm sure. Got the, this was in the Paranormal tab. It's just another, it's just like different monitor types. They fire different munitions. Very cool. The level of time and dedication to get these things working, just, it's amazing. Again, gives me that Darks and Terror vibes too. This is the Baltic monitor. Fires different types of ammunition. I think this is the Baltic monitor? Or there's like 3 different kinds. Very cool. Out of the way, we got the London monitor. It's got some kind of like audio. Actually, maybe it's this one. Oh, they both do. Very interesting. I can't hear it enough to like know what he's saying, but still. Rocket pods. Very chaotic weapon. Not something you want to fight, but I think we do fight it in one of the prologue missions, so we'll definitely see that soon enough. Got the little US mech. The most realistic thing that could actually be built, I'm sure. Then again, humans are capable of making some crazy shit, so. Here we got some rats. Very nice. Massive rocket pod thing. And no sound effects from firing, but that's fine. It's like a minor detail I just don't care about. Running over the rats. Big old tank. Very nice. And we got some more Reich related stuff. These spots I do recognize from Wolfenstein. A very fun feature you're gonna enjoy. It stomps, and it actually uses the stomp too, which is pretty cool. So different types. So it's just, I think it's just the main cannon, and then it's a the foot stomp. So very cool though. Again, the time it takes to animate and get this stuff working properly. A lot of work goes into it, and hopefully you guys will get to enjoy this mod someday. And again, it's not my mod, it's Colonel Rooster's. I'm just allowed to show it off. Got some drone action here. Recognize that from the first mission that we played. Smaller standard ones. These are the boss ones with the shielding. Pretty nice. The helicopter, for some reason, can't be crewed, and I couldn't get it working, so it's just sitting here for now. It's a pretty ridiculous looking helicopter. We got the big old flat cannon. I like how they animate it for reloading. It drops the shell in, fires off that, pops that open. Yeah, it's just a small detail. I love it. This weird little flak truck from World War II. But a retardedly strong autocannon. Little turret here. And yeah, this looks like something that fire rockets or some shit, not just be a standard machine gun, but that's what it is. Of course, the Opal Blitz. Skids are false, but you know, weird space Nazi variant. Laser cannons. And this big boy, this is like I think a martyr, some version of it. And of course the classic V1. We got the V2. I'm gonna show you guys something pretty funny. It can be towed by the V1. Let's see, I think the rocket should be landing somewhere soon. Oh, there it is. Nice. Well guys, that's everything from the New Order mod for now. Colonel Rooster is away doing military shit, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will get into getting more of the mission gameplay out soon. Do of course leave comments, suggestions, and just what you want to see from the channel, what you want me to try and show off, I guess. If any specific mods or games. Yeah, that is all for now though. Hopefully see you guys soon.